So let's welcome the author of The Tale of Me, Thomas Esparza.
Thank you. First of all, I want to thank you all for coming today in this wonderful event with me. I want to thank, of course, Barnes & Nobles for inviting me, so help me thank them by giving them a big round of applause. So thank you very much, Barnes & Nobles. And I would like to thank also my mother in supporting me in this wonderful journey in writing this book. And I want to thank my cousin also, Edward Sanchez, who put his artistic gift in a peace of mind. And now you're probably wondering a little bit about myself. So let me tell you something about myself. I am 16 years old and I live with my parents, my mother, my grandparents, and my siblings. And I am a sophomore attending at Summit High School in the city of Fontana. And you know, during my times in elementary school and middle school, I have witnessed bullying. But most of all, you're not going to believe this, but I have been bullied myself. And because of that, I was very shy because I was being bullied. I was shy. People would make fun of me by calling me names, telling me I'm stupid, dumb, and even crazy. And that really hurt me. I'm not going to lie to you. And I had no one to talk to. I don't know if anybody would like to talk about those feelings with me. So I kept it inside me for a very long time. And this one time, it was in middle school. I remember this. This one kid, very chunky, was being harassed by 3 young men. They were making fun of him, calling him fat, and then that was very upsetting to me because after they left, he was crying. And I felt really bad and guilty because that should have not happened. That shouldn't have happened. Because I could have helped that boy, but you know what I did? The only choice I had in my mind. Stay away from all that trouble. Not be a part of this. And because of that choice I have made, I have carried that guilt with me for a very long time. And this one time, if I can remember, it was in a classroom. This kid, he raised his hand to answer a question. He got it wrong. But if you gets it wrong, people, give him a chance. Because of what happened that day, kids made fun of him, calling him stupid, making unnecessary comments to this poor boy. And as I left school, and as he left school as well, I seen him. I've just seen him walk by me, and I saw his poor face. Very sad, very down, very depressed. He was tearing. And I wanted to comfort him. So I came up to him, I talked to him, do whatever I needed to do, but whether or not, I did not know if it helped him. But you know what? At least I tried. And now you're probably wondering why I wrote the book. Well, here's how it happened actually. After I was leaving a video store, excuse me, I was in a car with my mother. I just turned to her and I say, "Mom, don't think I'm crazy, but I want to write a book." She was shocked. She was like, "Well, then what's it going to be about?" Well, I replied and I said, "I want to write about things that I have seen that needed to be said, like bullying, for instance." And she was happy. She was great. "I'll support you all the way." And right then and there, when she took me home, I got my pencil, my composition book, and I was in my room for 9 weeks, whenever I had the chance, just writing and writing. I never stopped. And then the book was born. And I want you to remember, this is my book, and these are my words, these are my thoughts and my feelings, no outside input. And lastly, I'll have to close up by reading a few paragraphs of my book, if you don't mind. So, while I was writing this book, I love how I could express myself. It made me feel no different from anybody else. But most of all, I hope you just know that After all I've been through, I will not forget the pros and the cons of a situation that has already happened. And I don't feel good saying that, I'm not gonna lie. I know that we all have dreams, and if we put our minds into anything, we can do it. It just takes motivation and a truly nice person to help us by lifting our spirits and telling us to keep moving on and doing whatever we're doing. We need to keep going with our precious lives. We only got one, so you should live it right and cautiously. Once we do what we need to do, we can relax at the end of the day and live on as champions. Because people who make good choices in life have a future ahead of them. Life can be hard in the beginning, but once you do what you need to do, you can make a good salary for yourself and for your family. Just like I will do. My mother has told me that hard work pays off at all times. She says, just do what you need to do. Go to school, get a diploma, go to college, and get a degree. Later, I can buy a house, a car, and more than I can bargain for. I have to forget about the negatives in life and just work hard now. I have to forget because most of all, I hope my mother is proud of me. I will not forget to buy her that lovely house I promised her once I meet my goals in life. And girls are the least of my worries because I do not want gray hairs yet. Haha. Like I was saying, you need motivation, heart, and the courage to accomplish your goals. Make something of yourself and make your parents proud of what you have done for them. I finally have written a book where it's something I never thought I can do. Now, I just need more faith in myself. And I hope you all have faith in yourselves too. We are different in many ways. So no one can tell you what is right and what is wrong for you. You are smart enough to know that for yourself. We all have a purpose in living. Trust me, it's a good purpose. Just keep moving forward until the clock stops ticking. If you know what I mean. Enjoy life while you still can, but do it cautiously and carefully. So that nothing goes wrong and you won't take life for granted. And remember, teachers, that we are all different in many ways, and you can't judge a book by its cover. Don't think that a person is bad because he does this or wears that. What's important is the way we act and what we do. You might want to double check on that. Because you never know who you might be talking to or teaching in front of. That one person you judge might do something you can't even do. So watch out what you say to those kids, because they will never forget.